But that's what I was saying. As in Warren, you would probably hit your points if you focus on women cannot communicate.
You think they want to hear that shit?
They
Hell
have
no.
to, Warren.
They don't
We
want to,
have
but
to. I'm an alpha female, but I could listen to you.
All right, first
I'm
off,
an alpha female, but I
stop
can
saying that
listen.
though. I appreciate the compliment, but don't you? There's no such thing as alpha female, but I appreciate that.
And you know what? I heard that too. And my whole thing is, how the fuck is it not?
I can tell you.
Because
I can tell you.
a leader.
Go
Anyway,
ahead. Go ahead.
I
And
mean,
Sharon, but all of this is coming back full circle. You're like the more I love this shit because you only fucking proving me right. All right, number one, what can a man do with an alpha female? I can't. I don't need a. I don't need you to lead me. And the definition of alpha, right, or an alpha competes and dominates their competition. All right. How men decide the alpha, you put 5 men in the room and whoever come out last, that's the alpha. Hold up, listen. Hold up. That's the alpha. You got to compete. Just like in the animal kingdom, the lion, he don't do shit with the kids. All he does is have sex. But when another lion come up for the lioness, all right, what's up? What's up? I'm the alpha. I'm the king of the jungle. You're not having that. And if he lose, shit out of luck. He die and the cubs die. And now the new alpha. Where y'all doing that in society? Y'all can't do that. Who are you dominating?
okay, so I understand the scenario that you just gave. It made valid sense.
mhm.
Mhm.
I feel like alpha female perspective is coming from the type A and type B personalities. A personality can definitely be alpha, but like I said, I get what you're saying. There's no alpha female, but there is definitely an alpha personality. A woman can give that off. A
Yup,
man can give that off.
you damn right. But
So
guess
therefore, you're very much so alpha, but
And I'm only speaking in single terms.
no, I'm
Warren,
with you.
I'm
I'm
saying.
with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. But hear me out. Hear me out.
So
I gotta land this one because this will make sense to y'all. All right. Can a woman give off alpha? Absolutely, she can give it off. All right. But in order to pair with somebody, you're not gonna pair with another alpha. So the question again, relating back to the question, career and goals versus a husband. If you got somebody that just happy and ready for you to be the alpha and lead them, I say work, focus on your damn goals and shit. But if you get
Warren,
hold up. But if you get somebody like alpha, so what you mean? How do I fit into you being an alpha? Because I gotta make sure you want 3 kids. You only want to pay 30% of the bills. You want private school paid for. So I'm listening. How you the alpha?
again, Warren, I am single. I have been single for a long ass time. I'm not saying in my past relationship I was a alpha female. I'm only just stating me being a single woman, I'm an alpha. I'm not gonna sit here and go into a relationship and say, oh well, I'm an alpha woman, so I want 50% of the decisions. No, all I'm saying is as of right now, compared to bitches that can't even take care of themselves, I can take care of myself right now. I'm not saying, oh, I want to take care of myself for the rest of my life. All I'm saying is that right now, I feel like I'm a black, strong woman.
All right.
That's it. I'm
Okay.
not saying I'm going into the relationship like I don't need that man. No.
I know. But listen. You single and you've been single for a long time. And when you are single, you embody and you embracing the alpha. I take care of myself. I could do this, that, and the third. I don't technically need a man, and if the right man come along, I know how to fit within that uh, a beta position as opposed to an alpha position. What I'm telling you is, while you're single and while you're so accustomed to being an alpha, that is not going to attract alpha men. It starts with the attraction. A man is not going to be attracted to an alpha outside of anything but sex. Think about it.
Okay.
Think about it. Think slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Think about it. You know alphas don't get with alphas, right?
I don't know that. I don't fucking know that.
Okay.
Because prime example,
Mm.
Turkey Leg Hut. That woman fucking worked. He was in jail. She took care of that. Just as much as Keisha and Gucci Mane. Keisha hold him down while he was in jail.
Hmm.
What are you gonna say about the example of that? That's that. I feel like alpha female, that can be a definition, but I'm not saying we go into the relationship like that and not it can't submit.
All right.
All I'm saying is
I,
it's a definition of a strong black woman without having to beg men for money every month.
And as a beta, feminine, female, there's no nigga out there ready. Okay, let me take that back. From being in Houston, from seeing the dating pool, y'all aren't ready to fucking lead, bro.
all right.
Y'all want to be like us.
All right. There are a good number of men out there like that. I can't take that away from you. All right. But everything, this is why I think I'm so good, y'all, because I'm just so consistent in what I talk about.
Okay, where's the thing for a need to be right and
I'm about to prove it. I'm about to prove it.
masculine? I need that.
I'm about to prove it. So the tough part about your response, Sharon, is you saying, I'm not saying I'm gonna go into a relationship trying to be the alpha. You know, I'm gonna be ready to submit, but in the meantime, I'm gonna be an alpha. What I'm telling you is, in that meantime, you are developing a shitload of habits and traits and the way that you communicate with people, because it's survival for you. That's who you are essentially. It's no such thing as this flipping on the switch to become submissive, and a lot of women say that you cannot flip the switch. Like Lachelle, you are single, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and for you to attest that you are a beta-minded female, you don't come on like that's just you, whether you single or not. Clearly, that's just you, right? So my point is this, Sharon, that's something you got to be mindful of, because you're gonna be you may first of all, you can attract men sexually. Like women, you're gonna have that over men. You can attract us sexually, but at the end you'll end up just getting sex a lot of times. But outside of that, those type of men, the men who have means, right? They are not going to attract to alpha women. The only men that's going to attract to the alpha women are men who grew up in a household and accustomed and wants to be led by women, who used to be led by women. If they used to it and that's all that they know, then yeah. But those men don't usually make it to the cream of the crop, because that shit don't. You gonna have to stand on business a lot of time. But go ahead, I'm listening to you.
Do you believe it's a such thing as alpha females, and can they work alpha males and alpha females? Because I've had a man tell me that women can't be alphas.
Can it work with an alpha male? Hell no. Do I think there's a such thing as alpha females? Actually, I don't. I think it's a thing of women who think they alpha males.
Okay.
All right, but an alpha male, we gotta iron down the definition. Hang on one second.
To get back to my point, women cannot be alpha males, and the reason why is you got to understand what an alpha male does. An alpha male or an alpha competes and dominates. It's in their nature to just be super aggressive, super dominant. All right, all of those different things. Is that you?
Mm, I've been described as such.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go and hit you. I'm gonna tell you why. Because, all right, because that's too masculine. Number one, it's so masculine that it's impossible. All right, can a lioness be the king of a jungle?
No.
Can a lioness fight off other lions?
I mean, she could, but would she win? That's the question.
Yeah, fight off and be.
But how do you expect? So, as a female in a male-dominated profession, how am I supposed to be?
All right, before I answer that, I'm with you. I'll answer your question. I want a little more clarity on it, but I'm gonna answer it. All right, but I want you to acknowledge that a lioness cannot compete with lions in the jungle and win.
Right, absolutely.
All right, so where is the alpha? Alpha, you gotta dominate. That's a component of it. You have to dominate your competition. In male sports, you got team captains, you got all Americans, you got Hall of Famers. They're the alphas of their sport. You got to be an alpha to compete and be at the top level of profession of a physical game, right? So you have to compete and you have to dominate, lead with aggression, masculinity. These are all masculine traits. How can a woman be an alpha female? I mean, yeah, alpha female. Who you dominate? Alphas dominate everybody. So I'm gonna ask you: do you think you can be an alpha female?
No.
All right. And that's not offensive at all. Like it's actually not even it's not even in your best interest to want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even put yourself in that water. All right, but what was your question though? I want to be able to.
But
Mm-hmm.
I think that there are characteristics of being an alpha that I can and have displayed. And again, I mentioned the point of being a female in a male dominated profession.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That you can't be too feminine. You can't, because then it comes off as flirtatious or it comes off as unprofessional.
Mm-hmm. All right, and you're right, but that's the thing. You got to be able to separate what you do for a living versus how you please a $500,000 man. He don't give a
Well,
fuck
that's
what's going.
true too.
He don't care about what's going on at work. All right, he just care whether or not do he enjoy coming home. Out of all of the options he had, is he happy with the one that he picked? Does this one have the house on 10? All right, do I thoroughly enjoy coming home? Right? So I'm only trying to point out these things matter to that type of man.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you name, owning properties and money and entrepreneurs and making, like, none of that benefits a man that make 500,000. So it's not likely that he will pick you over women that's only focused on things that's going to benefit him.
Okay,
Right?
that's fair.
Right? And it's only two things that's gonna come from this. You either gonna say, all right, you know what, I need to really get a grasp and grip on what that type of man want and work at it, or you can be good enough for an average man.